And welcome back to some Friday night, not Friday night football. It is a beautiful Saturday afternoon here. And Roosevelt will receive the ball. Roosevelt in the red and gray. Gateway Jaguars in the shades of blue, we'll call it. Be sure to join us next week. We'll be live on Friday night from Springfield as the Tigers and the Chiefs will fight it out at Kickapoo High School. And I do not have to do the clock today, so it makes me happy. Got a nice little camera up there. So Jaguars most likely will get the ball the second half. I'm sure that's their plan anyway. And a little bit of a false start there. I don't think they were set yet, so. Let them reset this here. Thank you for joining us. And last night's game, the Camdenton Lakers defeated the Waynesville Tigers 41-8 at Tiger Stadium in Waynesville. On the Jeff Shore retirement tour there, the band is retiring after 40 plus years at Camdenton. Uh-oh. Oh, hold on. Yep. Uh-oh. Move my camera. Uh-oh. You're back. Sorry about that. Looks like the ball will be 38-yard line, heading to your right. So 1st and 10 from the 38 for Roosevelt. Roosevelt lines up, receiver on the right. Looks like a handoff option possibly here. And we're going to have a flag on that. It's going to be 5 more yards, so 1st and 15 for the Rough Riders. I should probably set up my replay so you all can see some great replays also at some point here. Once again, same formation. Handoff. Gateway is there. He's going to make it to at least the line of scrimmage. So short gain on the play. It's like 2nd and 14 coming up here for the Rough Riders. They have to make it to the 49-yard line to continue. And that did not go away, but we're good now. And another flag. False start again, so that will add another 5 to that. That'll make it 2nd and 19. Ball's on the 30-yard line. Once again, they still have to make it to the 49 to continue this drive. And this time, split receivers here. We got heavy set on the left of this play. And quarterback will try to take off. Line can't hold him. That's going to result in a loss of quite a few there. So we're going to be 10, another 5, 15. So 25, I believe. 3rd and 25 coming up. 3rd and 25 from the 24-yard line. Twins on both sides now for Roosevelt. Appears to be a passing play. Pass is caught. We're going to have 4th and 11 coming up. So Roosevelt will most likely punt this away on 4th down. So line of scrimmage, the 39. And 2 Jaguars opposite end of the 40 there. Punt is back. Jaguars will catch it, and they are on their feet. They might have room. Down the sideline, out of bounds. But we're going to have a penalty flag back in the receiving area, which is a telltale sign of holding against the receiving team. So we're going to have a 1st and 10 either way. We'll be back after this quick PSA with the offense of Gateway. So Gateway will start from their own 30. Roughly their own 30, it looks like. And 1st and 10 for the Jaguars. They are in the blue with darker blue uniforms. We're having some chain issues there. There we go. That's 10 yards now. Jaguars line up, throwing formation. Option 2, incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Jaguars again, this time handoff to the back. Big gain on the play. That's going to be at least looks like an 8-yard gain. 2nd and maybe 2 on that, 2 or 3. Oh, 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, and Looks like the 38-yard line. They have to make it past the 40. And running back is not going to get to the 40. They're going to either lose yardage or they're going to make it back to the line of scrimmage. Official still standing near the line, so we're still going to have 2 yards to go. This time it is 4th. So 4th and short. I don't see a punting crew out there, so looks like they are going to go for it here unless a punter stays back. But we are 3 receivers to the right. And that's going to be a first down on the penalty. So with that, Jaguars will pick up the ball. They'll be 43-yard line now. So Rough Riders giving them a give me there on the first down to start. Got receivers split on both sides. Strong on the left. Quarterback will take it. He's got room. He's going to pick up about 6 on the play, so we're going to have 2nd and 4 from, looks like, the 50-yard line, or just shy of the 50. And again, split receiver formation. This time only 2 for the Jaguars. Once again, the handoff to the back. That is number 5. He's going to be stopped. We're going to have 3rd down, 1-yard gain on the play. 3rd and 3. Pretty close to 3. We're going to be this time in Roosevelt territory now. So Rough Riders now move back to their territory. Slow drive so far, 5.5 minutes in the first quarter. Once again, appearing like a pass here, but I wouldn't be surprised. Good candidate for a run down the middle. But Roosevelt going to send the house, it looks like. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to have a first and 10 near the 40, just a little short of that, but that's another first down for the Jaguars. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. So they need to make it to the 32 to continue this drive now. They're just a slow, methodical drive here. Looking like a lot of passes, but right now they're keeping them pretty reasonable on the running options. Jaguars pass back, wide open, can't hold on to it. That would have been a touchdown. So 2nd down. Beautiful pass, just could not hang on to it. Ball in his hands. Defense was not there, and break for the Rough Riders. Jaguars now stacking the right side of the field. There's 3 deep over there on the receiving side. Jaguars, they're going to be untouched into the end zone. Touchdown, Gateway. So Jaguars' first one on the scoreboard today. And a little miscommunication there, it appeared, as they were switching. Number 1 was open, and number 1 with the score. So the Jaguars line up for 2. Once again, the same split receivers. Keeping everything wide. They're going to go down the middle, and I believe they're going to be short. Maybe. We're going to see no good. So after 4:21 left in the first, 6-0, Gateway on top. We'll be back after this PSA.
Hear the one about the frog? Put a frog in a pot of boiling water and it'll jump right out.
Here's my resume.
But put a frog in a pot of cool water and slowly heat it up, and that frog...
So back here, kickoff. Back to the Rough Riders. Miscommunication there. We're going to have a penalty on the kick. So this will move the ball back to the 35. Still the first. 4:21 remains in this quarter. Pretty quick first quarter so far. And that is kicked. Roosevelt has room. They are big hit, still on their feet. Can't be taken down. Big return. Rough Riders 1st and 10 near the 30. We'll be back in 15 seconds for Roosevelt. So 1st and 10 from near the 33-yard line here. 33-yard line. 4:12 remain. Big return on that by Roosevelt. Rough Riders this time line up. Wide receivers this time here. Handoff. They're going to pick up a short gain on this. This is going to be a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. Or 7. Pretty close. But we're going to be just shy about the 31-yard line. And clock continuing to run here. Roosevelt using plenty of time. Still time on the play clock. Last week, Roosevelt, big win over Soldan to pick up a win in the win column. And we're going to have a false start. So we're going to add 5 yards to that. That'll make this 2nd and 13. So Roosevelt split receivers. Additional one added on the left. Overhand pass. Gateway interception. So we will take a quick look at that real quick. Pass up. We have and caught down. I believe we have a player down. We'll be back as soon as this PSA is over with more football.
In me the commitment to hard work. He came to this country as a farm worker. He worked with strawberries and then in cabinetry. My parents are from Michoacan, Mexico. I grew up Catholic and we would go to church and baseball when we go to work.
Everything means something. Nothing easy.
I am a product of opportunity. For me, opportunity was football. We can maximize whatever life we want to have for ourselves. It's a privilege to be in a country where the vaccine is provided free. They're not going to charge you early on. My mother and my father had COVID. I'm checking in on them every day. There was a lot of buzz because of the vaccine. In order to stay safe, be around our players and my family, this is what I need to do. After I got the vaccine, I got a workout in. I may not be anybody in this world, but when people have an interaction with me, I'll provide them with the best that I can. Maya is 5 years old. We coach her. Others are important. Believe in health and loving other people. That's what we do.
So 1st and 10, Jaguars off the interception from their own 12-yard line. Trips for receivers, left side once again. Single receiver on the right, but he is covered pretty well. Quarterback will take it this time. Roosevelt has a chance, can't get to him. Still on their feet. They're going to make it near the 25-yard line area here. Looks like 26-yard line is where the first down is going to continue. So big run by the quarterback. That was a 14-yard pickup for Gateway. That was a loud U-Haul truck. Jaguars again on the move. They're going to make it just short of the... I'm not sure where they're going to make it here, but we're going to have a second down. So 2nd and 3 from, looks like the 34. Looks like the 34-yard line, so 7 yards on the gain. Once again, handoff. This time the defense is there. They're going to call line of scrimmage, so 3rd down. 3rd and short coming up for Gateway. Minute and a half remain in the quarter. Gateway still on top, 6-0. And touchdown, 1 to beat. Penalty flag on the play. We're going to make it to near the 20, but the penalty flag back here by the 40. It was near one of the hits back here. I didn't see anything particularly obvious on that, but could have been a number of things. Waiting on the officials to determine what the call is here. So no penalty flag. So we're going to have, I believe they're calling him down. Well, he made it back to the 20, so they are moving back to that position. So we are going to start on the 32-yard line now in Roosevelt territory, 1st and 10. Or 26-yard line. Under a minute in the quarter. And again, quarterback faked the handoff. He's going to pick up a few. So 2nd and 8 from the 25-yard line. So once again, Jaguars, another kind of slow crawl with a big play or two occasionally. Taking their time. Looks like they're going to call this a water break here in a minute because unless the play clock, they do have time. And we're going to take a break. We'll be back in 1 minute with more football. At the end of one, Jaguars 6, Rough Riders 0.
The athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who take part in high school sports or activities.
And we are back here, start of the second. 25-yard line for the Jaguars. 2nd and long coming up. Quarterback keeper this time. That did not work. That is a sack and a loss of, looks like 3, 4, 5 yards on the play. 6 yards. 7, maybe 8. So we're going to say about 15 here. So it looks like near the 34-yard line for the Jaguars now. 3rd and long coming up. Once again, they are doubles both sides, looking for the pass. Quarterback has time. He's got room, a little hesitation, out of bounds. Just shy of the 20 there. He stepped out. And we're going to have a 4th down. We're going to be 4th and 8, it looks like. And, oh, never mind. We are 4th and 4. It looks like 22-yard line is where the ball is placed. It's like 4 or 5 yards on 4th. And Jaguars line up on the 4th. The run. They're going to be brought down. I don't believe they made it. So no good. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more football.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
Still talking to your friend?
It's complicated.
I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone.
You have the skills.
Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
First and 10 from the 22-yard line. Rough Riders line up. Tight end in motion. That ball is on the move. We're going to have a first. We're going to make it to about the 48-yard line, it looks like. And that's a big first down for Roosevelt. Get the momentum going. 9:54 in the first half remain. So far, a pretty decent game out here. The weather's clouds come over. They're going to spot this on the 50, so first and 10 at midfield. Roosevelt lines up. Handoff in the back, still on their feet. That's number 7 in there with a big stop. Looks like a 5-yard loss. We're going to have second and 15. So they're going to move them back to just in front of the 45-yard line. Number 7 broke through that offensive line, and big stop by the Jaguars. Roosevelt in the gray and red. Pass complete. Helmet came off. We're going to have a penalty flag on that, as not sure what the I didn't see the penalty, but I did see the helmet come off. So currently it'd be third. So that's going to be against the Jaguars. So we're going to have a first down coming up at least for Roosevelt now. So big penalty there. I'm not sure what that penalty was, but it is first and 10, quite a bit of ways up there now. They're going to start from the Jaguar 28-yard line, first and 10. They need to get to the 18. So 8 minutes in the first half. Ball on the ground. They're going to make it. Thought they would make it back to the line, but we're going to have a loss of 1. Second down on the 29-yard line. Nope, loss of 2. So it looks like back on the 30-yard line. Gotta watch those white lines. They will trip you. And we're going to have a penalty flag on the snap. This will be against the offense. And we're going to add 5 more yards. We'll make this 17 and still second down. This time from the 35-yard line. So second and long now. And another penalty again on the offense. So once again, false start. We're going to add 5 more, and I have run out of fingers and toes. Second and about 22 now from the 40. They need to make it to the 18 for a first. An incomplete pass. That will stop the clock. Third down.
You got 2 downs there, coach. Tell him you got 2 downs. You got 2 downs.
6:14 still in the half. Plenty of time. Roosevelt needing to make it to the 18-yard line to continue. And fourth down now, so they might be able to punt it here. It'd have to be a pretty short punt, but if they can get it near the 10 without going in the end zone, we're going to have a timeout. Roosevelt will be back in 1 minute.
Hear the one about the frog? Put a frog.
Now the timeout. 2 timeouts remain for the Rough Riders. 6:10 remain in the half. Rough Riders on fourth down. They are going for it here. They have to get to the 18, so they really need to just throw the ball. And quarterback not going to make it. We're going to have a turnover on downs. We'll be back in 30 seconds for more football.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
You're still talking to your friends.
It's complicated. I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone.
You have the skills.
Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
So Jaguars back in the driver's seat. They have first down from their own 35 now. Roosevelt and a penalty. They're not in a penalty, but there is a penalty. Okay, we have a timeout. So we're going to take another break. We'll be back in 1 minute here.
Still in me, the commitment to hard work. He came to this country as a farm worker. He worked with strawberries and then in cabinetry. My parents are from Michoacan, Mexico. I grew up Catholic, and we would go to church and baseball when we go to work.
Everything means something. Nothing easy.
I am a product of opportunity. For me, opportunity was football. We can maximize whatever life we want to have for ourselves. It's a privilege to be in a country where the vaccine is provided free. They're not going to charge you early on. My mother and my father had COVID. I'm checking in on them every day. There was a lot of buzz because of the vaccine. In order to stay safe, be around our players and my family, this is what I need to do. After I got the vaccine, I got to work out in. I may not be anybody in this world, but when people have an interaction with me, I'll provide them with the best that I can. Maya is 5 years old. We coach her. Others are important. Believe in health and loving other people. That's what we do.
Back here, still first down. Jaguars ready to go again. This time just a single receiver to the right. Possible, well, I would say tight end, but quarterback. Quarterback still on their feet, Rough Rider territory. He's going to get pulled out. 31-yard line here. First and 10 for the Jaguars, it looks like. We'll see the official spot. Looks like the 33 is where they're going to call him out at. So first and 10 from the 33 to start this drive. Pretty good breeze starting to pick up here, which is good. And again, look for handoff in the back once again. Still on their feet. I believe we're going to have a first down once again for the Jaguars on the 20. So first and 10 from the red zone. High school rules, the clock does stop on the chains until the marker's set, by the way. College and other levels, it does not. Once again, next week we'll be live from Springfield, Missouri, and possibly back up here. We'll sort that out during the week. And big stop, number 10 for Roosevelt there. We're going to have a penalty. This is against the Jaguars. I would probably turn this penalty down. Nope, they're going to, I guess, accept it here. I would probably have taken the, well, what are we doing here? We are going for a walk. So we're going to be back at the 34-yard line. First down still, so so 24 yards it looks like. It's still first down. Number 1 with the catch. He's got room again. Out of bounds, short of the 10. That's going to bring up a second down. He's going to stop the clock out of bounds. So contact stop was in bounds. 2nd and about 4, it looks like. From the 15-yard line, or just inside of it. So look for the handoff here again. It is given. This time Roosevelt is there. 1 yard gain on the play. 3rd and 3, it looks like, coming up. So 3rd and 3 on the 14. Might be 4. Can't see the angle there perfectly, but pretty close either way. They're going to, I wouldn't be surprised if they do the handoff once again. The receivers don't look like they're going anywhere. Ball's on the ground, though. Quarterback has to hang on to it. That's a 4th down. Well, it was a 4th down, but we may have a, I don't think he crossed the line. It's going to be 4th and really short. So 4th and about 2, it looks like. From the 12-yard line, or pretty close to it. 2 minutes and a half remain. Look for a quick quarterback sneak here, or to hand it off to the back once again. This time we got quarterback. This is a pass nearly picked off. That will result in a turnover. So Roosevelt, 1st and 10. We'll be back in 30. Nope. We'll be back in 15 for Roosevelt.
Especially for the first.
1st and 10 from about the 14-yard line, it looks like. Roosevelt, 1:44. They still have 2 timeouts. Jaguars have 2 timeouts. Play clock running. Roosevelt still in that huddle. And under 10 seconds on the play clock for the Rough Riders. And Roosevelt nearly broke free. They're going to pick up a first. They'll have a momentum. So they're going to have momentum. Clock should stop for a second here. So 1st and 10 now from the 24-yard line for Roosevelt. Roosevelt again on their feet. Flag thrown at the end of the play. .54 seconds remain in the half. Penalty flag during the run. And this is backwards for the Rough Riders. So time out. Roosevelt will be back.
Still in me, the commitment to hard work. He came to this country as a farm worker. He worked with strawberries and then in cabinetry. My parents are from Michoacan, Mexico. I grew up Catholic, and we would go to church and baseball when we go to work.
Everything means something. Nothing easy.
I am a product of opportunity. For me, opportunity was football. We can maximize whatever life we want to have for ourselves. It's a privilege to be in a country where the vaccine is provided free. They're not going to charge you early on. My mother and my father had COVID. I'm checking in on them every day. There was a lot of buzz because of the vaccine. In order to stay safe, be around our players and my family, this is what I need to do. After I got the vaccine, I got a workout in. I may not be anybody in this world, but when people have an interaction with me, I'll provide them with the best that I can. Maya is 5 years old. We coach her. Others are important. Believe in health and loving other people. That's what we do.
So after the penalty, 1st and 15 for Roosevelt and a timeout. So they have one remaining. 53 seconds, quarterback. If he can get past, he's going to stumble near the original line of scrimmage. Still on his feet, and we are going to have a few more yards on that. So 2nd and we have a penalty flag at the 10-yard line also. So I'm not sure if the guy on the sticks knows what he's doing, but we have a penalty flag. He should be at the 19 or 20, but we're going backwards here on this penalty flag. We're going to guess 30, I guess, is the number that we're going to guess today. So with the clock running here, Roosevelt running out of time. And quarterback, he'll be brought down on 2nd down. They will probably just run this out, let the clock run down, 10 seconds. They still have one timeout, but I would not take it at this point. And we're going to go into halftime, 6-0, Gateway on top. We'll be back in 15 or 20 minutes for the second half. We'll see you then. Back here for half number 2. Rough Riders kicking off. They received first, so Jaguars elected to receive the second half. Plan is kickoff anyway. The sun's starting to come out here again. Audio works, obviously. That's good. I think we're waiting on the... Nope, we're not waiting on the clock. We're just waiting on officials to get set. And we are off. Squib kick. Gateway will fall on it. 1st and 10 from, looks like, around the 49... Nope, 44-yard line. Should be going to the left here. Once our chains get all set, we'll be around the 49 anyway. Or 44. And Jaguars, short gain, 2nd and 8. And they're going to move the ball to the 46-yard line, it looks like. Pass complete. That's a first. Still extra yards. Touchdown, Jaguars. Take another look back at that real quick here. Pass down the middle. Found the way through the zone and touchdown, Gateway. So extra point coming here, which is probably a 2-point conversion. Sun getting a little bit wild there with the camera, but do the best we can. So single back set with the quarterback there and a shotgun. Quarterback will keep it. He'll pass instead. And conversion is good. 14-0. Gateway on top. We'll be back in 1 minute after this PSA from Misha.
The athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants.
High kick, not very far down. Roosevelt out of bounds, just past the 40. first and 10. I'm going to say first and 10 from, looks like the 40-yard line is where we're going to be at. $14-point lead currently for the Jaguars out there in the shades of blue. Roosevelt in the red and gray. Again, shotgun set. No receivers this time. Look for that handoff. Handoff is given. Defense is there. We're going to have a loss of about 2. So from the 38-yard line now, we'll have 2nd and 12. Rough Riders again line up. Looks like a tight formation here. Quarterback protection. Split backs this time. Direct snap to the quarterback. He's going to, I don't think he's going to make it to the line of scrimmage. He got tackled just behind the line, I believe. Official standing at the 36-yard line. So it's 3rd and it's like 10, add 4 more, about 14 it looks like. So 3rd and long, 14 to go. They need to make it to the 50 to continue. 9:31 in the 3rd quarter. And whistle, most likely on the offense. Dead ball penalty. Looking Lady Wildcats defeated Crowley Ridge Academy from Paragould, Arkansas today. They'll play Mountain View for the bracket championship later on today. Congratulations to them. So 3rd and possibly, well, we got another whistle. So we're going to be 24, I believe, if the numbers continue here. Still the continuation point is still at midfield. They are a little further away. Looking for the pass. In the air, incomplete, narrowly picked off. Number 11, I believe, on that. So 4th down. I don't see a non-punting option here. I guess there is, but this is where you punt on the play card. Roosevelt lined up on 270 right now, just west of us. Play clock running down, close to under 10. Little quick kick, can't get the ball. They're going to run with it. They might have They've got a room and they're gone. If this stands, this is a touchdown. Looking back at the video here, off the snap, ball bobbled, and he was gone. That is a touchdown, Rough Riders. That's a 80-yard touchdown, 75, 80 yards anyway. So big run off the low snap once again, and Roosevelt will get back on the board. A 2-point conversion here will put them within striking range of a lead if they can get this. That was definitely not a planned run, by the way. I don't think you can do that a second time in a row. Play clock down to 4. Roosevelt going to have to get this off in a hurry. They do. And momentum, no good. 14-6. Gateway still on top. We'll be back in 1 minute with more football from St. Louis.
The athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who take part in high school sports or activities.
Rough Riders kicking back off to Gateway. 8-point lead currently for the Jaguars. Ball, another squib kick, 40. Looks like the 47-yard line is where Jaguars will start this possession. Be back in 15 seconds for the offense. So Gateway again here. They're going to line up a little tighter pack with the receivers. They got twins on the left. Still have the single back with the quarterback, obviously. Low snap, Roosevelt. They are there. Big stop, loss on the play. That will bring up a second down, and I believe 15. Close, 34-yard line. So probably more like 14, but pretty close either way there. Single back again, quarterback keeper this time. Roosevelt is there. That is a sack. Another big loss on the play. It's going to be 5. Well, 22 yards, 3rd and 22 for the count. It's a lot of math right there. And they will have the ball on the 34-yard line of their own. So Roosevelt getting a little bit of energy here on the defensive side. Gateway this time passes off. Incomplete. 4th and long now. I would expect a punt coming out of this because they are deep in their own territory. And looks like punting crew is coming in. Or at least a different crew's coming in on the field. .6:30 remains in the third quarter. Ball going back to the Rough Riders. And that kick is out of bounds near the 50. We'll see where we're spotted here. So 45-yard line. Good position for Roosevelt. 1st and 10, Rough Riders. We'll be back in 15 seconds for the offense. Rough Riders line up. One receiver to the left. Everyone else split backs in the shotgun. Once again, snap to the quarterback. Defense is there. We're going to have a big loss on the play. It's going to be a loss of 7 yards. So 2nd and 17 coming up. So Roosevelt from their own 48-yard line, it looks like. They're going to have to get to midfield. Two backs with the quarterback again. Direct snap to the quarterback. Good defense this time. We got several flags here, so we are going to find out what is going to come out of this as holding against the offense. Start off as good blocks. We're going to have the trainers called out there for someone. Oh, we got a player down on the opposite. Well, okay. We're going to continue playing. That's a bad spot to be in, but it is penalty, another penalty. So it's still 2nd down, but I do not know the count at the moment here. We will do some math and try to figure this out. So I'm counting 20, 22, 32. Second and 32. This time, no penalty on that play, but not enough to make up a whole lot there. It's 3rd down. So 29, I believe, is the count on 3rd. near the 38. I think 29. Should be third down on my screen anyway here. So I'm coming off a second, going to 3, which didn't update yet. I got 3. I believe it's 3. I think. I don't think no one's notified. I have 3. Either way, I guess it is fourth down as out of bounds, 38-yard line. We'll be back in 15 seconds. More football. Gateway taking over. So Jaguars starting from the 40, it looks like, officially, or near the 40 anyway. They need to make it to midfield in order to continue this drive. And they're going to pick up a couple eventually here. Second down and 8 from, it looks like they are 43-yard line. Pass complete. Out of bounds, 43 on the opposite side, so that's going to be a first down. We're going to have, we have a hat thrown here, so we're going to have, not sure, we had a penalty of some sort here, possibly against the sideline. Maybe. So holding penalty, unsportsmanlike penalty. So that's 25 yards if they're both assessed. So we'll see what the So second and 15 roughly it looks like now after the penalties on there. Pass down, incomplete, too high. That'll bring up third and 15 for the Jaguars. Jaguars need to get past the 50. We have a player down. We'll be back after this PSA. Let me find the right one. We'll be back.
Is a 24/7 confidential and free emergency line for mental health related distress, including thoughts of suicide, as well as substance use crisis. So who should dial, text, or chat 988? Anyone. If you are having feelings like you can't go on, contact 988. If you cross paths with a stranger who is having a mental health emergency, contact 988. If you are with a loved one who is having a substance use crisis, contact 988. It can be for yourself, for your loved ones, or anyone in need of help. If it feels like a crisis to you, then it's a crisis. Contact 988. At the other end of the line, you'll find trained, compassionate crisis professionals who can help you over the phone or connect callers with community resources, including those that can provide an immediate response. 988, the compassionate connection for those experiencing mental health emergencies, suicidal thoughts, or substance use crisis. The right help is right here.
Back here, remember, if you have any mental needs, instead of 911, look at 988 for mental health services. Your area, that pass out of bounds, that's going to bring up a 4th and long, so another punting situation coming up for the Jaguars. If they do go for it, they'll have to get past the, well, we got a penalty flag after the play late. I did not see what that was for, but I seen the flag going up. This will be a first if this is against Roosevelt, but it appears that it may be, okay. Another penalty flag now against Roosevelt. So another, I believe that's an unsportsmanlike the way he motioned right there. So we have 2 penalties now against Roosevelt, unsportsmanlike. So that's a 30 yards and penalties now assessed with 2 unsportsmanlikes. So first down after 2 unsportsmanlike penalties assessed. So other 35-yard line now, 1st and 10. 138 in the quarter. So automatic first down for the Jaguars. Another penalty, this time against the offense. That'll set them back 5. So 1st and 15 from the 40. It's going to be a short gain back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. So time looks like for one more play here. They're probably not going to stop the clock. And Jaguars line up. Looking. And I believe we had, not sure the miss there, but quarterback just snuck his way out of there. And with that, we'll go into the end of the quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute with more football.
Hear the one about the frog? Put a frog in a pot of boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in a pot of cool water and slowly heat it up, and that frog will boil. It's alive.
Flash reach.
So it looks like 3rd and 4. Start of the 4th quarter here. And Jaguars, they are gone. Touchdown, Gateway. Hand off to number 2 back and into the end zone. That will make this 20-6 now. 2-score lead. Extra point coming. Most likely a 2-point conversion. Quarterback has room and dive. I believe he is in. 22-6 Roosevelt. Or Gateway on top. We'll be back in 1 minute with a message from Misha about sportsmanship.
The athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who take part in high school sports or activities.
Coming off the score, Jaguars kicking off to Roosevelt, 22-6 now, the difference. Roosevelt, they're going to make it past the 40. We're going to have a 1st and 10 from, looks like the 48-yard line. So 1st and 10 from, nope, the 43-yard line. With 11:43 left in the game, a 2-score lead currently for the Jaguars. Movement against the delay of game, not movement. So 5 yards on the delay game, 1st and 15 from the 38-yard line. Loss on the play. That will so about 2nd and 18, I believe, is the number there. They are on the 35-yard line. Pretty close. I think I'm pretty close to that. 11 minutes remain in the game. Roosevelt going to need a score here, or they're going to need to control the clock and score. Looking for no interference call there, so 3rd down. Looking back at my stream here, let's see if I can see anything real quick. There's about a 20-second delay. And there definitely might have been some illegal interference on the route, but 3rd and 18 now, still from the 35. Deep pass. No one there. 4th and long coming up. Roosevelt in a must-punt situation. Our next broadcast will be on Friday from Springfield, Missouri. The Waynesville Tigers will face the Kickapoo Chiefs on the south side of Springfield. Roosevelt's next game against Liberty this Friday night here at 6:30, and the Jaguars will be at home on Saturday. Snap again low. And not the prettiest bit in the world there, but did not lose the ball. Jaguars going to take over inside the 30. So 10.5 minutes to go in the ball game. 1st and 10. Looks like they are just inside 26-yard line. So they need to make it to the 16 to continue the drive, but they are explosive and dangerously in scoring territory. No one moved. The ball was live, and a lot of miscommunication there. No whistles or nothing. The chains are going the wrong direction. Someone might want to let the officials know that, but I guess they'll figure it out eventually. Now the chains are being fixed here. A lot of confusion there. I'm not sure. They still have 1st down now after that. That should... Are we just going to forget about that? I guess we're just going to forget about that and continue on, I guess. 9:47 in the ball game, though. Jaguars in the black. They're going to pick up a short gain. And second and about 5, it looks like. Jaguars outrun Roosevelt. Ball's loose, out of bounds. Penalty flag by the line. This will be coming back against the offense. Looks like a holding call, possibly. So that will make it second and about 15 if they assess the 10 yards from the line. Oh, we're moved all the way back to the 39-yard line, so we're going to be second and 10, 14, 24. And timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Hear the one about the frog? Put a frog in a pot of boiling water and it'll jump right out.
Here's my resume.
But put a frog in a pot of cool water and slowly heat it up, and that frog will boil. It's a lie. But as a metaphor for us and all that we go through as veterans,
Any real-world experience.
it's a story that rings true. We make excuses for how we feel. We push everything down. We tell ourselves the lie.
So Jaguars second and I believe 24. Incomplete. Thought it was incomplete, but it is ruled a catch. It's going to bring them closer to the original line, make this third and 13 from, looks like the 30. So an 11-yard gain on the play. So third down in Roosevelt territory here. Shotgun. Split receivers. That is sent to the end zone. Roosevelt interception. And the Rough Riders will pick this off. They will start inside the 10. We'll be back in 30 seconds. More football.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
You're still talking to your friends?
It's complicated.
I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone.
You have the skills.
Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
So first and 10 from the 10. Incomplete pass, second down. Still 10 to go. They need to make it past the 20 to continue this drive. Roosevelt on their feet. They're going to make it. They're going to make it to the 20. So we are first and 10 from the 20. Roosevelt now needing to make it to the 30 to continue the drive. They need to get a score and get the ball back at some point. And that pass did not go where it needed to. Second and 10. Oh, we have a penalty flag out there that we were all missing here. I was wondering what was taking a while here, so it still may be first down. Nope. It is second down. Okay. No flag. I'm not sure what happened. Second and 10. Roosevelt lines up. They are in the pass, caught. Still on their feet. They're going to have to get away from that line, though, and Jaguars are there to stop them for a short gain. Looks like 2 yards. 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, they might have got 3, but they're in the middle between both of them. They'll be on the 23-yard line, it looks like. So maybe 7. It's all right. It's like horseshoes. You just kind of pick the closest one. Again, back for the pass. This is deep. No one is there. 4th down in their own territory. Roosevelt possibly going to have to punt the ball here. 6 minutes remain in the game. Jaguars going to get decent field position here, because they'll probably get it near midfield. So 4th and 8 coming up from deep in their own territory. That punt recovered in Roosevelt territory. Jaguars still on their feet. They're going to make it to the 35, or near the 35 anyway. And I believe something went flying in the air. We have some laundry on the field out there, so we have a flag at the end of the play. And the chains are moving. They may not want to be moving yet, but penalty is moving back the Jaguars. So they're going to start from the 49-yard line, 1st and 10. Remember, all Misha playoff games will be on Misha.tv, and that pass is complete for a first down. Little mid receiver out there all day has really taken advantage of that slant route right there. So 1st and 10 from the 30, 5.5 minutes remain in the game. If the Gateway Stem scores here, Gateway will most likely have a big enough lead to secure this, but they still need to work the clock. And that'll bring up a 2nd down. They're going to lose 2 on that, so 2nd and 12. From, looks like, the 32-yard line. Clock continuing to run. Too far for everybody on that. Incomplete. That is a 3rd down. So Roosevelt, 4.5 minutes. If they can stop this possession here, they still have a chance. If Gateway scores, Gateway will most likely secure this victory. So split receivers, 2 on. They're going to go to the left. Incomplete. 4th and 12. That would have been a gimme touchdown right there if he would have caught that just off his hands. Everybody watching the right side, left side, nearly wide open.
That's why y'all gotta tell Joey, call a timeout. Call a timeout. Smoke, six.
4th down in Roosevelt territory. Jaguars will go for it. That is near the end zone. That is caught. That is stolen, though, away, and I believe Roosevelt might have that ball. Ball never hit the ground. Let's take a look at that real quick here. We do have a flag now on the play, but let's look at the catch. So the catch is caught, and it's a jump ball at that point right there. So not sure who had the possession of the ball. So he had the ball and came down with it, and then Roosevelt, in a jump ball situation, grabbed it. So we got a penalty flag. We're sorting out what the what's going on here. So I believe Roosevelt is on the offense here, 1st and 10 maybe. Yes, so 1st and 10 for Roosevelt, so that is an interception. And that is caught, but I believe he might have been out of bounds on that one. Look back at the replay real quick here and see. It's close. Looks he might have been in. It is ruled on their favor, so. Looks like we're going to have 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Heading to your right, Jaguars with the football. So 4 minutes remain in the ball game. Gateway looking like they'll pick up a victory here. Roosevelt will fall to 1 and 2, and I believe Gateway 2 and 1 possibly. And that's a 1st down near the 10. So they're going to get a 1st down at the 14-yard line. And Jaguars, they are tripped up just short of the end zone. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Nope, it's going to be a 1st and goal. So this is the first and goal we've had all day, actually. But 1st and goal for the Jaguars. With 3 minutes to go, if they score here, that will cement this ball game. And that is 2nd and goal coming up now. That'll push them back to the 3-yard line. Loss of about 1. And whistle. Timeout pointing towards Roosevelt. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Still in me, the commitment to hard work. He came to this country as a farm worker. He worked with strawberries and then in cabinetry. My parents are from Michoacan, Mexico. I grew up Catholic, and we would go to church and baseball when we go to work.
Everything means something. Nothing easy.
I am a product of opportunity. For me, opportunity was football. We can maximize whatever life we want to have for ourselves. It's a privilege to be in a country where the vaccine is provided free. They're not going to charge you early on. My mother and my father had COVID. I'm checking in on them every day. There was a lot of buzz because of the vaccine. In order to stay safe, be around our players and my family, this is what I need to do. After I got the vaccine, I got a workout in. I may not be anybody in this world, but when people have an interaction with me, I'll provide them with the best that I can. Maya is 5 years old. We coach her Others are important. Believe in health, in loving other people. That's what we do.
2.5 minutes to go in the ball game here. Jaguars on second down, into the end zone, touchdown. Three-yard touchdown run by, I believe that might have been the quarterback, but touchdown, 28-6. That should secure this with 2:24. They'll still have an extra point to go, and Roosevelt will get the ball, but it's been a pretty good hard-fought game by both teams so far. Conversion is good, 30-6. Gateway Jaguars on top. We'll be back in 1 minute with the final 2.5 minutes.
Hear the one about the frog? Put a frog in a pot of boiling water and it'll jump right out.
Kick to the Rough Riders, number 9, pitch back. Roosevelt's going to have some momentum here. They're going to get to midfield at least. And big run for the Rough Riders. So 1st and 10 from the, looks like 48-yard line, just shy of midfield. 2:16 left in this ball game. Pass, one-handed pass. Two hands might have had that. 2nd down. Rough Riders on 2nd down, 2nd and 10 from midfield. That is deflected of some sort. Call it a foul ball, and 3rd and 10 coming up for Roosevelt. Still from the 48. Incomplete. 4th and 10 now. Roosevelt. I don't know if you punt on here or you go for it. You're at midfield, so I don't think here it's going to matter a whole lot at this point in the ball game. Rough Rider is a little low on numbers today. Last week they had a few more out there. Gateway, about the same numbers. They got a few more on their sideline, though. Some of them not dressed out, though. Looks like the Gateway Jaguars will pick up a victory either way here. But with 1:57 to go, crazier things have happened. I've seen 3 touchdowns scored in that time. And incomplete. Both of them going for it there. And 1st and 10 from the Roosevelt 48. Jaguars will take over. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
You're still talking to your friends?
It's complicated.
I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone.
You have the skills.
Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
So we just had an unsportsmanlike penalty here for not sure what something said there. Timeout. Roosevelt will be back.
Still in me, the commitment to hard work. He came to this country as a farm worker. He worked with strawberries and then in cabinetry. My parents are from Michoacan, Mexico. I grew up Catholic and we would go to church and baseball and we go to work.
Everything means something. Nothing easy.
I am a product of opportunity. For me, opportunity was football. We can maximize whatever life we want to have for ourselves. It's a privilege to be in a country where the vaccine is provided free. They're not going to charge you early on. My mother and my father had COVID. I'm checking in on them every day. There was a lot of buzz because of the vaccine. In order to stay safe, be around our players and my family, this is what I need to do. After I got the vaccine, I got a workout in. I may not be anybody in this world, but when people have an interaction with me, I'll provide them with the best that I can. Maya is 5 years old. We coach her. Others are important. Believe in health and loving other people. That's what we do.
So with the penalty assessed, that is a 1st and 10. My camera don't want to go all the way. But 1st and 10 from, I guess, the 35. And that'll bring up 2nd down, and we're going to move a couple yards, move up 1, so 2nd and 9. With the clock continuing to run, they can let this play clock run down and take 1, maybe 2 more snaps, and they will pick up the victory here. Might be 2nd and 8 actually instead, but they're going to go into the victory formation here. So once the clock hits under 40 seconds, well, they're going to take the first one, and it's under 40 now, so with the reset, that will be the ball game. Oh, they're going to give him 1 more snap. And the Gateway Jaguars, with that, will pick up a victory. Thank you for joining us. Have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. We will see you later. Join me this Friday. I'll be at Springfield, Missouri for the Waynesville Tigers and Springfield Kickapoo Chiefs.